Jewelry, by BDK, handmade magic in every hue, color in the beat, story in the line, art on your skin, let your spirit shine. Jewelry by BDK, bold, divine, crafted with love, one beat at a time. Wear your truth, let your style speak loud. This is jewelry by BDK. Stand strong, stand proud.
So with a focal pendant, I want to have a lot going on with the pendant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the charms, and I'm going to actually put one of the charms on here. And this one kind of hangs right over the eye, and I think I like it that way. So I'm going to put this on here, and then I'll put this little split ring on here with one of the hex nuts. And let's find some jump rings. I might, you know what I might do? I might use a split ring right here. I think I'm going to do that too, use another split ring instead of jump rings. So let's see if I can get this one on here. They are not easy to get on here. So I'm going to use the split ring, and then I think, let's see if I can kind of open it up, slide it on. Ugh. Man, trying to slide it on without hurting my fingers. So let's try to do it like this maybe. Okay, so and I'm trying to get it on without damaging. Okay, yeah, I like that. So I like that. And then I want to get this on here. So I should be able to do that fairly easy. Just slide it on here. Oh, but no. Yeah, I can do it that way. So if I do it that way, bend this a little bit. And then I think I want to put some more stuff right here. I'm going to put the cord through here. Let's see. I can put the cord through there like that. And then put the beads on here. I kind of like this without it being like really beaded, right? I kind of like this just nice and long. But what would have to happen is, because the blank is so light, there would have to be more weight put on to the blank, not the blank, but the finished pendant, for it to really balance itself out. So then that means I would put more charms probably down here on this bottom part to make it a little bit heavier, because I like it just with the string like this. And I need to make, what I'm doing too though is I'm making necklaces, because I have an invitation to do a jewelry making class. So in the jewelry making class, they want to learn how to make the big bulky necklaces that I be making, right? So I'm going to make about 10 necklaces. I'm going to send the organizer a picture of the 10 necklaces, and they need to pick out 5. So they, meaning the participants of that class, will pick out whichever one necklace they want to make. And then I will have all the supplies for the necklace that particular person wants to make. So there's going to be 10. They pick 5 out of the 10. Like, I'm giving them 10 choices. Okay, you got 10 choices. Pick which one you want. out of the 10, and right now there's only 5 people, so that's why I'm saying 5. Now if they get more people, okay, cool, right? So those 5 people, and then I'll know by the end of October, I mean not October, August, how many students will actually be in the class. I told her no more than 10 though, right? So if she happens to get 10, there's 10 different designs that, each person get to pick out whichever one they want. So if you got 5 people right now, five people are picking out one of the necklaces, which leaves 5 left that nobody has picked. So as time goes on and she get more people, then they get to pick, oh, okay, I want to do that one. So now it leaves 7, then it leaves 8, then it leaves 3, then it leaves 2, then it leaves 1, and then all 10 of those designs have been selected by somebody. So then that means each lady is making their own necklace. They're not making a duplicate of anything, right? Only what I'm showing them. So then that means I bring all the supplies, like all the supplies they're going to need to make that particular necklace for themselves. So that is going to be in the month of September, towards the end of September. So I do like this as a necklace. This is very simple, very easy. Not a whole lot to it at all, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put some beads on it. And I think I could just kind of leave it like this. So let's see. And I think what will happen too, like in the class, meaning the students will find out, how simple and easy, well, no, not necessarily simple and easy, but, how easy it can be, to make, to make some of the necklaces that I make. Because we're going to be doing stuff from scratch. We're going to be painting raw beads. We're going to be painting the beads from their raw state. They're going to seal the bead, put sealant on the beads, let the beads dry. They're going to be doing the whole process from beginning to end. And it's it's just a in-person just an in-person little class. And it is going to be at the senior center. It's a senior center, but these are some hot ladies. They not seniors like, ooh, I gotta sit down. They not them kind of seniors. They are not those kind of seniors at all. That's why the one that reached out to me, she likes to wear these big old top hats because she's a church lady. She likes to wear these big hats that's tilted to the side, and like her big bulky jewelry and like all that kind of stuff. And then the ladies that are coming to the class, look at that, that's nice already. And then the ladies that are coming to the class, they're pretty much the same way. You know what I think I'm going to do? Hold on a second. I'm going to put some small beads right there. Let me see if I got a couple of small beads I can put to kind of fill in that blank spot. Or yeah, like maybe maybe not. I kind of like it like that, but I'm gonna just put the big ones back on because I do kind of like the way it looks. But I'm really looking forward to the little workshop, and see how excited the ladies are. They're already excited. I just can't wait to see, how they're gonna, how they're gonna do. And then they got to be patient with themselves. I know they're gonna probably enjoy the part about, like painting the beads and then creating their own actual piece. So I'm looking forward to it being something really nice. That's real nice right there. Look. Very nice. And I'm going to put some more charms down here to make it a little bit more heavy. But I'm digging this. So we're going to be using these big beads. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and finish it off with some of the smaller beads. So see if these will fit on the cord. I don't feel like fighting with the cord. I don't feel like trying to figure nothing out. And you know what? Sometimes you just don't feel like it. I don't know if I'm the only one, but sometimes I just don't feel like recording. I don't feel like doing the editing. I don't feel like, sometimes I just don't feel like doing none of it. But unfortunately, the way YouTube is set up, YouTube will not be playing with you when it comes to content. You got to keep that content, rolling out, or else you'll find your views go down, and it's almost like your channel will go stale, like it'll go dead. But then if you think about it, I can see why, because I don't think jewelry is like something that people will watch over and over and over and over again, not unless there's a specific technique or something you're trying to learn. But it's not like a news channel, or that's really pretty. Right. It's not like a news channel, or some type of channel where it's keeping you abreast to what's going on in the world, and it's something that's going to affect you in the long run. It's basically recreational crafting, if you want to call it crafting, just basically for relaxation and stuff. So it don't get as much airplay is, like some other channels do. Because some channels, even though your content is evergreen, it's, jury just is not like, if people are like trying to, learn how to earn $100,000 income in 2 days. It's just not those type of videos. And if people do watch something over and over again, it's probably because they enjoy the content. It could be the music on the video. It could be where they're really trying to figure out what it is that you made and the technique behind it, that type of stuff. So that's why with the YouTube channels, if you got a jewelry channel, you really gotta, you gotta keep it pumping, because if not, it'll slow down on you. But look, I like this. I really like this. Look at that. And I'm gonna put some more charms at the bottom. How cool is that? And I need to put a couple more over here. We got that one. And it's already Thursday. Tomorrow is our Friday. And think about it, we were just at Friday. Remember when we was young people? Time took forever. I couldn't wait to get 21 years old. Lord have mercy. Now I'm past 21 and on to another number. It's like, wow. Time go by so fast. Okay, so that one. And then let's finish this side right here. That's why whatever it is you're going to do, you got to do it while it's day, because at night, no man can work according to the Bible. It's just basically saying, there's going to come a time as we age, we're not going to be able to do anything. And we know that to be true because we have seniors in our families. Okay, that's nice. You see that? That's nice. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and tie this off, but I want to make this even. Hold on. I want to make this even. Oh, you know what I found out? Hold on a second. You know what I found out today? Well, actually yesterday, that I can, they've given me more time on my Amazon store to record, so I can do lives again on Amazon. So I'm trying to figure out which supplies and stuff I'm going to use and which product I'm going to make to do a live on the Amazon. Like how you can go on Amazon and you can see people on there like selling and they're live on Amazon. I was doing that before, but they gave me, I forgot how many minutes they gave me. They maybe an hour worth of time or something. I don't remember, but I used the time up. So when I used that time up, that was basically practice time, because I didn't know that I only had that short amount of time. I thought I could just keep recording, right? They gave me a specific amount of time, so I just chalked that up as like, okay, well, that was practice for me. So now I pretty much have learned the platform, like how to situate things and literally how to work the carousel, how to do everything at like, well, let's say it's the same as like on YouTube. I'm making something. Let's say I'm making this necklace right here. So in the carousel, if you guys haven't done the live, been on a live on Amazon, in the carousel will be every supply that I use, like everything that I'm using. You would see the raw wood beads, you would see the paint, you would see the string, you would see the wire, you would see everything, the plastic bag, everything and anything that I use to create this piece and maybe ship it out or whatever I do, package it up, whatever I use in order from beginning to end for that, it would be in the carousel. And I would literally be on camera, and I would actually be on camera, not just showing my hands, but I'm going to actually be on camera on Amazon and making, product like what I'm doing right here. So pretty much the same concept, just I'm gonna be on camera, and it's selling the products on Amazon too. So, and I was like, oh my God, look at this. They done approved me for some more time. I didn't even know that. Okay. And the Holy Spirit said, girl, you need to go in there and check and see what's going on with Amazon. And I was thinking to myself, and I was like, yeah, I do need to do that, don't I? So when I went in and I was like, oh, shoot, okay, here we go. Stop playing. So now I got to figure out exactly what I want to do. So anyway, we're going to tie this off. We're going to go ahead and tie it nice and tight. Going to put us a couple of knots, and then we are going to use some, where is my glue at? I don't know where the glue is, but I'm going to glue this down with some, when I tie the knots, it'll be tied, it's tied all up. When I find that crazy glue up here, I'm going to just drip it on into here, and that just cements it together pretty much. And if anybody worked with that crazy glue, you already know. And it's clear, it dries clear. So that's why I'll drip it on there like that. So I'll make a bunch of knots. I'm gonna make one more knot. I am going to pull it nice and closed. I don't know where my other pliers are. Let me see if I can hold it with these. Pull it nice and tight. And then when I find that crazy glue, I'm going to drip that crazy glue all up in there. I'll cut the ends, put crazy glue all on the end and that kind of stuff. And then this is what the necklace is looking like. But I want to put some more at the bottom. I don't know what I'm going to put down here, but let's see what we got. Because we got bags and bags of charms. It's just a matter of what we want to put on here, right? Because remember, these ladies are some sophisticated gals. And I do want the necklaces to be a little complicated. I don't want them too complicated, but I want them to be complicated enough to where they can spend a little time, and also they can make earrings that match. So they can make earrings that match. Let's see, this is what we can do. And I think I want to hang a couple more pieces down here. Let's see what else we got. Maybe something big and long. I do need to buy some more. Let's try this one. I do need to buy some more beads and stuff to be making some more. Charms. Or just use a lot of these beads I already got laying around here. Okay, and then put this back over there. Oh, I like that. And see how it's just a lot going on? So when you put on whatever you put on, dress or whatever, that necklace is given a lot. So when it hangs, it's like literally given a lot. So I really like this. And I'm thinking I want to put a little more on here because it gives it some more, a little bit more weight. So it gives it a little bit more weight because the blank is so light. Oh, let's take this one off and put this one on. Okay. And see, I like that. It's like a nice, big, charmed up necklace, right? And the back of it, that's branding because it's signed. So I signed it. And then this is what this looks like. And then we got tied. We're going to, as soon as I find the glue up in here somewhere, I'm going to not E6000, crazy glue it all down. I'll cut the end off, put the crazy glue on the ends. But before I cut it, I'll drip crazy glue all through there. And because the crazy glue glues, it dries clear, you won't even see it. It'll just be nice and hard in the sense of, stiff. So it won't, and then being careful to cut this and then cut this. And then what I generally try to do with the ends, when I cut the end and put the crazy glue, I generally will press it. I'm gonna have to show you guys, but I gotta find the glue. But I will put the glue on it and then press the end of it into it like that. So then when you press it into it, the glue glues it all the way closed. So you literally will have it like this, pretty much. But it'll be a nice, clean finish at the end of it. But anyway, this is one of the necklaces. And I am going to come back with this one. I think I'm going to do this one on camera too. So I might do this one on camera. And then, so there's this one. This one I need to finish and then sign the back of it. This one I did, sign the back of it. And then I will probably, for this one, I'm thinking I might just use all black beads like this, like these right here. So I'll probably use all those for that. Not sure what I'm going to do with this one or the other one, but this is what this looks like so far. You guys let me know what you think. Anyway, darling night for Jewelry by BDK. And guess what? We gonna talk.